Hello. That's me all set up. I was only in there 20 minutes. Really nice bunch of lads in there, couple of lads. You know, really, you know, chatty, nice. Cracked on. It's only dozen or so pallets going in, going off to wherever it's going off to. Don't even know what it was. It's granules or something or other. I don't know. And that is exactly what you want on a Friday. So it's going to take me around 4 hours to get back. Well, with a break, I'll stick a break in somewhere. I don't think I'll do it in one hit. Unlikely on a Friday anyway. So best not. It's just not worth the. You know, that's what you allow. That's what I allow. Got his cowboy hat on.
At the end of the road, turn
Easy,
left.
cowboy.
A50 Victoria Road.
So it's just the way I came in is the way I'm going out. So I get to the A50 and then I'll drop onto the M6. M40, M42, M42, M40, one or the other. Not going down the M5, that's going to be carnage on a Friday afternoon with all the holiday makers. We're not doing that. So you could have put a signal on a bit earlier and we could have both pulled out there.
After a quarter of a mile, keep left.
What an easy week. I've just put the fucking kibosh on it now, haven't I?
After a quarter of a mile, keep left.
So weight wise I'm probably around about 30 tonne, just under. So I'm pretty light. Where am I going here? Off to the left.
Keep left.
Go down here. Oh, wasn't that clear, or was it me just being stupid?
After 600 feet, go right on the roundabout and take the second exit.
Guessing there's 2 lanes here.
Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit.
I don't think this was the way I come. Maybe it was. I think it might have been. This is where it goes into one lane, but only one half obliterated arrow. Oh look, there's another obliterated arrow there. It's just so faint you can't read it. Well, easy to find, easy to get into, really nice people, helpful.
Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit towards Stoke.
Even the office staff were nice, gave me clear instructions what to do, where to go. When the 2 lads came out, told me exactly where to park. Friendly. You know, it just makes a huge difference when you get everyone like that. And there's no need for it not to be like that.
Go right just on the roundabout and take the second exit.
It's called common courtesy, innit? Do you know? It's called and having some fucking manners and respect for everyone else, you know, because I can be an horrible bastard if you're horrible to me.
Take the exit, then.
And I mean a real
roundabout
horrible
and
bastard.
Take the second exit.
You wanna piss me about? I'm the world's best pisser abouter. Is it down here? M6, yeah. If there was another lane somewhere. Yeah, I'm the world's best pisser abouter. Yeah, I was in the army.
After 300 feet.
Yeah, I'm trained in the art of being pissed about.
The second exit.
So I learned from experts.
Keep right.
So yeah. But if you're nice to me, I'll stand and chat to you all day. I could almost feel him edging away actually.
After half a mile, keep right, then go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
Don't get how much, do I? Don't have a lot of human interaction during the week. So when someone's nice to me, I sort of feel a bit, feeling the love. Oh, looking forward to getting home tonight.
Then go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, looking forward to getting home. Next week's next week. That was an easy week.
After half a mile, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A500 towards Trenton, then keep
Trenton?
right.
A500. I want to be in this lane. If I go into that lane, that takes me off somewhere else, I think.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, then
Campbell
keep
Road.
right.
I don't want to be going down Campbell Road. This is where the lanes are just getting slightly confusing, possibly. Oh, we're going. We're committed. If I'd have slammed the brakes on there, I would have stopped halfway across the junction.
After 600 feet, keep right.
See, Manfreight, you got the lanes wrong. You stayed in that left-hand lane
Keep
too long.
right.
If it'd been really busy, you might not have been able to get across so easily.
After half a mile, keep right.
Right.
Keep right.
Not even looking. Gave him the thumbs up for letting me out, but mile-an-hour limit. Leave you on till we get onto the M6. Yeah, it's 9:20 and I've been going for 10 minutes and I want you in there till 9. Happy days.
A500 towards the south, then bear left M6.
Oh, there's a burger van over there, look. Wrong side of the road.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, then bear left.
Under a stop, the roads are greasy. So nice and steady does it. No sudden movements. Nice and gentle. Love it. That was me doing a bit of braking then. So 184 mile to go. Don't look so worried in the red car. I'm not aiming at you. Looks like it, but I'm not.
Bear left, M6 towards the south, then take the motorway.
Watch out for them bears. Nice and gentle round the corner. Now we can get on it.
Follow M6 towards Birmingham for 23 miles.
If you're going north there, onto the M6, it's a really tight corkscrew of a road to get on, slip road. And I come up here one day and there was traffic all over the place, and Curtain Cider was loaded up with washing machines, scrap washing machines, and he obviously didn't have them strapped down well. They went through the curtains, it all shifted, and the wagon went over, but I was not before. A whole load of washing machines fell out the side. I think the curtain must have bust, they went over, and so did he. It was a proper carnage. Go on, go. Ain't that heavy. The hill is actually steeper than you think. Timed the fuel perfectly, loads of fuel, 712 miles left in the tank, 590 of AdBlue. So no problem in getting back. Don't quite understand these boys that have to buy fuel in. We've got 3 yards with 3 lots of fuel in them. Don't quite get how you need to fill up somewhere or run out of diesel that you think, oh, it could be a bit tight. I mean, I've been tight before, but I'll put that down to lack of experience. And well, saying that, you can get caught out because you think, oh yeah, I'm going back to Southampton now, and they turn around and said, oh no, actually, it's going to Felixstowe. Oh, okay. I'd still get there with the fuel that I've got, but if I had about 300-400 miles left in the tank, I might 300 miles left in the tank. It was a really heavy load. I might struggle a bit. I might not need to stick 100 litres in just to cover my arse. I was talking about that last night. Like, come on in, 33 foot, and he decides to pull in on me. Now, if he slams the brakes on that, I've got no hope of being able to. I've got less than probably a second and a half to react before I'm straight into the back of that. Have GIST imprinted on my forehead. So we should hopefully beat some of the holiday traffic going down at the time we're going, but can't guarantee that. least I'm nowhere near the M25 or the M5. I did think of going down the M6 and then stay on the M6 and then take the M5 down and going up Bird Lip and then going across that way, but I just don't want to get tangled up in the M5. Saying that, I mean, it's a lottery, isn't it? You never know. I could get down here and the M6 is shut, or the M40 or the A34. It's very easy for the A34 to be shut, and then that's totally buggered. Do you know what I'd like now? Well, I fancy hot sausage roll with tomato sauce on it. Ooh. No, not tomato sauce. Change your mind. Brown sauce. Bit of HP, you know? Proper job. That'd be nice. That'd take me right back to being in the naffy again. For those of you that have had the delights of a naffy sausage roll or a naffy meat pie, I think the meat pie was, you could probably do them under the Trade Description Act. Don't think it was meat, but they were nice, especially in the winter when you were cold and your hands were fucking freezing. You've been working outside in the lorry park on your truck. Skiving like I used to do a lot. There was always that we were masters of skiving, making ourselves look busy when we weren't. So many different ways to do it. My last posting in Ryan Darling, JHQ, I worked in the White House, for those that know, and I could spend hours going around different places, just wandering around the building, because we had bits of kit all over the place. So I could go, and it was my job to go around and look after them all. So I tended them with loving care. And for those of you that know the White House, it was a big old place. If you want to Google JHQ, White House, Ryan Darling, or JHQ, British Army of the Rhine, BAOR, and have a look at the White House. And it was a fire in that field. Was it bales? I can't see. Might have been. And yeah, I could spend. I knew lots of different people in lots of different places, lots of different offices, and I just wander around, saying hello to different people, go and have a coffee. And by the time I'd done all of that, it was time to go home. I was an expert. If I really wanted to, I could probably do it in 20 minutes, what I had to do. I used to do it, it'd take me all day. It was brilliant. I loved it there. It was the easiest job I've ever had. Speed limits enforced for systems test. What? Testing what exactly? And that's absolutely fine if everyone plays by the rules and plays the game that you want to play. Like driving at 60 miles an hour, you can test it out. But when you've got an anomaly of someone doing 70, or like me doing 53, surely that would throw a spanner in the works. Maybe. Stafford Services. Road chef. Oh, they don't have a Greggs in there, so I wouldn't be able to get a hot sausage roll. That's just being greedy though, isn't it? You gonna accelerate now? Yeah, well done. You could have done that a little bit earlier and then I wouldn't have had to needed to come out. After I turned you off, and I don't remember turning you off yesterday, so I've got no idea what happened when I did that. Don't remember. So yeah, parked up, and the thing with Snap is sometimes they take all your details and then they enter it in on the system. Or, like the place I was in yesterday, I took all my details. You're on Snap, yeah. Name, reg, company name, yeah, got all that. Brilliant, thank you very much. And then he said, oh, can you go and book in now then? I said, I thought you just did that. No, that's just because we do that. Oh, okay. So I had to go and book in anyway. It doesn't matter, but it's there was one thing that I didn't like, but I'll talk about that in another video if I remember. Because the truck stop and the people that ran the truck stop were really good. You know, the food was all right. It was red line standard. It was cooked with water, so it wasn't like it was like lying around. It was cooked with water. You could see the chef cooking, and he was working pretty hard actually. There's only 2 of them in there. Yeah, I'd try something. The chips were nice. None of the frozen type. They were proper chips, hand cut chips in a chipper. And yeah, no, it was all right actually. And yeah, reasonably priced. I can't remember how much I paid. I ended up having half chicken and chips and salad. It was nice, and it was a big old salad as well. And it was nice salad. You know, there was none of this rubbishy like lettuce with like mank on it. It was really nice iceberg lettuce with yellow and red peppers and cucumber and baby tomatoes. It was nice. Could have done with a bit of dressing, but not an issue. Toilets were alright, showers were alright. Yeah, no, it was alright actually. They ran a good ship. You know, getting back in was alright. I don't. There was only a young girl back in the truck seat, and she must have been no more than late teens, I suppose, if that. She was young girl. But there was like a bloke in front of me watching me, and there's her at the back, and I heard this noise. I couldn't work out what the noise was. And what she was saying was, come on. But it said, come on, like that. But it sounded like she was bleating like a sheep. And I couldn't work out where the noise was coming from. I didn't think it was her. I didn't think she was capable of making a noise like that. I said to the boy, I said, what the fuck is that noise? She said, oh, it's the, what's her name? I can't remember what her name was now. She said, well, I said, fucking hell, she sounds like she's in pain. Is she alright? She said, no, she's telling you to come on. I started laughing. I said, I'm sure she's got some sort of having some sort of affliction going on back there. I'm quite sure. And it was a funny angle. It was a funny, so it took me a couple of goes to get in, so she kept on making this, come on. But it was just sounded like a sheep bleating. I was nearly crying by the time I'd put the handbrake on. shut her up. And then she did that with all the other trucks, and it was just comical because I wasn't the only one. Somebody else said, "Is she all right?" I could hear the bloke next to me going, "Is she all right?" Somebody else said, "The fuck is that noise?" So I wasn't the only one who wondered where that noise was coming from. She was only a real tiny little thing. She was next to 5 foot and is you know, as slim as you like. You know, there was nothing to her. With a big gust of wind, she'd be fucking gone. The bellow out this noise. It was louder than my reversing beepers. You know what I mean? It was like, I don't know how she did it. And even when he said it's her, I still couldn't. It didn't compute. Oh well. They're opening up a new cafeteria type thing with nicer chairs and a different kitchen for the chef, which I'm sure they like. So yeah, I think it'd be quite nice in there. It was absolutely perfect. I had no one. You know, all the trucks were spaced well. We weren't like touching wing mirrors or anything. And at the end of the day, there's also no fridges. And you know, I slept. And it's a concrete floor, so there's no dust. There's no dust billowing about. No big potholes or anything. Looks like there's good drainage. Yeah, so yeah, no problem at all. So yeah, if I'm ever around that area, I'll definitely stop there again. And that's ADS truck stop in Stoke-on-Trent. So big shout out to them boys if they're watching, and girls. Oh, hiccups. I still haven't discovered why hiccups start. For no real reason. How can I be tired? I slept like a log last night. And I even had a couple of hours skip yesterday afternoon. I watched a video. It was an American guy last night, yesterday afternoon, whenever, and it was about the demise of the American cab overs, because they go for the long, you know, like traditional looking American truck, you know, with a big bonnet out the front and an engine under that. And they were saying how that cab overs are shite, and you had a lot of people trying to correcting him, even Americans, you know, saying about, you know, he's rolling a fag. He's driving along, no hands, rolling a fag, steering with his knees. Fucking hell. RK15 RBV, you knobber. I'll name and shame. And yeah, they were slacking. I had to put. It angered me a little bit. How can they? Because he was saying, the cab overs are uncomfortable and noisy. So did you detect that little pause there? And again, does it sound really noisy to you? Yet when I watch videos of American trucks, all you can hear is their exhaust. Fucking hell. How can you drive 500 miles with that? You know, it sounds good if you're at a show and you're giving it a bit of a blip, you know. You know, if you're just, you know, giving it a little bit every now and again, yeah, a little bit of acceleration, yep. 400 miles on a motorway with that behind your ears, that's driving me mental. Certainly don't get that sort of noise in a brand new Mercedes Actros. Apparently they're old fashioned and outdated. He wants to have a sit where he wants to sit where I'm sitting. You you look at some of the American trucks, it's like, you know, it's got dials out of a fucking aluminium. You know, fucking Austin Allegro is fucking more advanced than some of their fucking trucks, American trucks. Fucking great leaf springs at the front. No airs, no air suspension. It's like, you're kidding me. You rattle and shake. You just look at the dashboards and you're looking at the American trucks and you're going, that's a shit dashboard. You know, we haven't got the space in our cabs as some of the American ones, but you know, there's enough. They've probably got maybe 2 foot, maybe 3 foot, I suppose, extra space. 2 foot at a push. Their beds are generally bigger than ours, and then they've got like a cabinet for a fridge to go in, and then they've got the front seats. But apart from that, you know, they're in that much more room. Put down Friday for Gold Star. There's a subby. Should be a nice little run down today. Sun shining at the moment, although we did have a shower of rain whilst I was loading in that short 20 minutes I was there. So I'm going to turn you off. I've been going for a few minutes now, and have a great weekend, and I'll catch you probably on Monday. I've got loads of videos to go up. So bear with it. I only did a couple in France because, well, that was my time, you know. We did a little bit, but I didn't do a great deal. I've got to be honest. So a little bit bitty. A little bit, yeah, like that. And yeah, well, at some point I'll catch up with myself, but it probably won't be for a little while. I need to almost like don't record anything for a week. But then I've got to talk to someone. I've got to talk to someone, you know. And I like the interaction. I like the interaction that you guys give me. So the more interaction, the better. So if you haven't already subscribed, and I know there's a higher percentage of you that watch but haven't subscribed, do us a favour, subscribe, so that, well, just so I know. It's not because I'm looking for subscribers, but it's just nice to see that well, it's like a little bit of a reward that, you know, the effort that well, not even effort, because all I do is record and upload, but it still takes a couple of hours to do each one. And yeah, the time it takes, I don't know how these guys that edit and do some serious editing, I don't know where they find to do it all, because I just don't have to. I don't do that. I tend to bolt a few clips together. They tend to be quite long, or it's a single clip of 40 minutes, 1 hour, or whatever it is. And I just whack it on. You know, I've got to get a thumbnail picture. I edit that and I put the title on it, and I add the intro in, and then I just add it all together, and it takes a little while to join the dots, and then I upload it, which takes a few more. Well, but that's all I do. But these ones that put loads and loads and loads of clips and music and voiceovers, I don't know how they have time to do that. I'd love to have time to do that, but I don't. So my footage tends to be pretty raw. But if you like, and it's just, I suppose it's just an authentication that you'll actually like what I'm doing. So if you haven't subscribed but you watch on a reasonably regular basis, just hit the subscribe button, because it also helps. I'll tell you what, it also helps with the algorithms. And I'm a great advocate for like promoting like mental health and anxiety issues, because I suffer from it myself. Like, he's got some edge protectors on there. Fucking hell, it's a bad boy, edge protectors. You wouldn't want one of them flying off in it, yeah? Fuck. So yeah, I'm a great advocate for mental health, and especially in blokes, because it's, you know, it's still, you know, that more males die from committing suicide than, you know, the highest death rate for. Come on in. There's a huge death rate for blokes topping themselves. And I find that quite distressing when I read the stats. And doing this job is a lonely old job, you know. Like I said, I can go. I speak to the gorgeous Kira, but if you haven't got a partner or anyone, you could be.
After 1.2 miles,
you could go days
right.
without really talking to anyone, you know, or having a meaningful conversation. And this is one of the things that. Oh, here we go. Caught out here. Me having to hit the brakes, because no. He said thank you anyway. I couldn't move out to the right, and it's I would like to see in. They were talking about it last night actually in that place, because everyone was chatting to everyone else, and it was nice to see and nice to be involved in it. And I'd like to see like a little sign on the table, like if you sit on a table, like most of the table are set up for 4 people. You know, there's a table and a couple of chairs around it, or there's a table and 2 chairs. But truckers, being insular type of people, tend to, you know, you often see, like going to the Red Lion, that's a classic case. There's loads of tables in there, but there's only usually one person sat on a table. And I'd like to just have a few tables where there's a little note on it that says happy to chat, something like that. So if you sit on that table, you're happy to talk. You know, sometimes you just want to be on your own, don't you? You know, I don't have a problem with that either. Or if you're that grumpy and fucking moody and antisocial, just fucking get a takeaway and go and sit in your truck. But, you know, for those that want to have a little bit of interaction, you know, not in-depth conversations, but just chew the shit, you know. Sit on one of these tables and someone come along, how you doing? Yeah, good day. Yeah, where have you been? Oh, I've been in. Oh, I've done it. Oh, I've been in there. Yeah, I know that place. Oh, yeah, you know that stretch of road. Do you know what I mean? It just, and you come away, like you've had a bit of human interaction, and we all need that at times. You know, and this is a bad job to be in if you're suffering from depression or anxiety. And I feel for someone who's like doing this job, who's going through a divorce or got a really bad relationship, or, you know, they're in financial difficulties, or they're just generally struggling in life. They can't put their finger on it and just fucking struggling. Then this ain't the job to be in, because, like I say, you're alone with your own thoughts all day long, and that ain't good for anyone. So to have a place where you go at night and you just sit down and you just, you know, you can chew the fat for a bit. I'd like to see that, but I don't even know how to go about it. I might have to have a word with maybe some of these places that I go into and just say, is there any chance of doing it? I don't know what you think, but, you know, I don't know, what do you guys think that drive? What do you know? I'd go and sit on a table. I'd talk to fucking anyone, me. But it's out of choice then, isn't it? You can go and sit on it. You can get the old weirdo come and join you, aren't you? But generally, I think it'd be a good thing. Don't know. What do you think? Let me know. I'm gonna have a biscuit. Finish off my coffee, which is really nice today. I don't know what I did differently to it. I've cut right down on my intake of. You thought I was going to say coffee, but no, that's still on extreme levels. On what's the word? coffee wine. Yeah. I was putting in six or seven. My cup, my flasky cup type thing that I drink out of, holds a pint. But then, which is 2 mugs. Basically, it's 2 mugs, 2 big mugs. And in that, I put around, or I was putting 7 or 8 spoonfuls of coffee whitener. It was nearly turning it into a sludge, but I like that. But it ain't good for you, is it? You know. So I'm down to 2. Sometimes 2.5. I weaned myself off really slowly. Right, here we go. You ain't speeding up, are you? So I'm going to have to go round you. There's a dumpy little truck. Jeez. 50 mile an hour. Past him, because he's doing about 30. What was I saying? Coffee, yeah. So I don't know what I did. I sort of weaned myself down a bit, which is hopefully making myself a little bit, you know. Well, it's just better for me, isn't it? And when I was in France, I was actually drinking just black coffee, and I was enjoying it. Oh, I got a coffee grinder. Oh, forgot to say. I got a coffee grinder. I didn't go all out. So I was talking to Kieran. She said, "Well, why don't you just? We'll don't mind you getting one. I don't mind. I'll even buy you for your birthday. The all singing, all dancing one you get. But let's just see how practical." She's, you know, it's alright. Come out with a practical idea. Let's come out with a. Let's do a. And I, you know, and she came out. We bought a John Lewis one. And I got to say, it's a single speed. But it chops it up pretty. Well, you know, you sort of guesstimate how the blend goes. But I quite like it, quite fine, and it does a good job. I quite like it, so I've been buying beans and blending my own. It's quite fun. Use hard shoulder, but it did say stay in lane, so I'm staying in lane. And it's still a 50, is it? No, 60. What's going on? So, yeah, got a coffee whizzer. See what happens. We've got a lot of thinking to do this weekend about this house that we've seen in France, and the economy's not looking good, which is sort